I don't know why I haven't done this earlier, but splint armor is so simple to make. All you need are strips of scrap steel, scrap leather. This is from an old handbag, and some nails. There's hardly any shaping that you need to do, and it's a great project for beginners. This is my first attempt after years of making armor, but it's a really simple process. All you need to do is put this strip down, line it up just right. It's a little bit hard to do with the camera in my hand, but essentially what you do is you come in with the marker and you just jab it into these holes, and then you'll get these dots on the other side, and then you just pound a nail through them to all out the hole. It's really simple. You just take it, put it on the hole like this, and just hit it once or twice with the hammer until there's a small hole in there. Once you do that, you can just put the nail through the hole, then put it through the hole in the plate. Nip off the excess. Then just peen that sucker over on your anvil. Boom. Now the edge here is a little tricky. It took some trial and error, but I found the best way so far that I figured out how to do is you just do the same process as before by awling through with that nail. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna come in from this side with the nail, find that hole, and you just drive it in there. It'll poke through that hole and out of the other one that you already made, and it'll fit pretty snug. Just make sure you get some tension up here. I was intending for this to be on my scrap armor project, but it's turning out so good it might have to be normal armor. Good problem to have. Now I'm just bringing in that nail from the other side, tapping it in through the holes I already made. It's a little bit hard to get it through that hole if you make it a little too small. I'm realizing that. Just rinse and repeat. I would recommend using washers here to hold better, but I'm not going to do that, just as an experiment. The scrap armor is highly experimental for me to test things that I haven't done before. Plus, if I make it shoddily, it will get all ragged and gross faster, which is what I want for scrap armor. Always wear safety glasses. That flew right at my face. This project is made out of entirely scrap materials, so I've got a couple of these buckles just from belts and handbags. I've collected quite a few of them, but you can always make your own if you can't find any. Here I'm cutting a hole in this piece of leather to put the shank of that buckle through. You're going to be cutting a rectangle that's parallel with the length of the strip, and make sure to cut away from the corners and not towards them to avoid overcutting. Here I'm drilling holes to attach buckles and straps to the Vambrace. Just make sure to drill through the center of the splint plates and don't choose a plate that's towards the edge so that you can tighten it. Here it is all assembled. I didn't get the creation of those leather straps on camera, but it's really simple. You just make a rectangle and taper one end, round off the other, put the necessary holes in there, and line them up with the buckles on the other side.